Greetings, my friends. This is another Reiki Share. Call upon the Reiki Masters, past and present. I call upon the Emerald Dragon. I call upon Yeshua ben Joseph, and I call upon Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Green Tara. I call upon the Archangel Raphael. I call on the Archangel Gabriel. I call on the Archangel Ariel and Uriel. I call upon the Archangel Michael, and I call upon the Archangel Sandalphon, and I call upon the Archangel Metatron to aid me in this healing. I'm going to include one of the people that I'm healing in this is Yara. As you know, we're sending healing to get her through this, the trials and tribulations that she's dealing with in the heat. That she gets sufficient water and rest. And to anybody that's in a similar situation, too. Also, I send out healing to the Emerald Dragon Reiki grid, to the 4 that are on my property to increase its health and vitality. And it's pretty fertile, I'm just going to say. And to a widening circle out to Koluski and Paris, and I guess I shouldn't really name these people. Well, I didn't say which name. So to the coast, down to Oregon, down to California, down to Lake Titicaca and the Sacred Valley, where I left crystals. Over to Queensland, Australia, where I've got 3 pyramids right along the coast there, and to the one in New Zealand, and then moving across the continent to Scotland, where I have one, and I think I have one in England, and I've got one in New York, I have one in Florida, I have one in Minnesota, I have one in Colorado, one in Arizona. I already talked about the one in California. I think that brings it all back to here. I've got some down in Chehalis, I think, still. Hopefully I didn't throw them away. Yeah, so to all those places, I send in healing energy. So that kind of sends this grid out there that I know it's a pretty scattered grid, but hey, I span the globe. So we've got Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle here. I've looked up, today's the 17th of July, 2022, and that adds up to 30. So the 30th card in the Oracle deck is silver. And we see the moon, and we see the silver Excalibur being raised by the Lady of the Lake. That's her hand right there. Don't ask me why it's just her hand, but that's how the story goes. And it says, Warrior of Light, you are being asked to be one of Archangel Metatron's Warriors of Light. To do so will require strength, dedication, compassion, and to always deal in the truth. I think I'm up to that, pretty much, though I do have to talk around some things, don't I? Or do I? Well, I do if I want to have this on YouTube where more people can see it and gain a good from it, right? So I also pulled some cards. I want to read a little bit of this here. So I think these are the noble qualities. But basically, it's talking about the warriors of old, back in the days of Camelot. These were physical wars. These were actual battles. King Arthur had to fight his son from his sister or cousin or something like that. A close relationship. It was his demise anyway. And that's how the Lady of the Lake rose up and took back Excalibur. So we're not supposed to be doing that right now, right? Well, that's not what it's calling for. It's calling for us to bring forth that silver sword of light and to dispel the darkness, right? To put the darkness on notice, to ward off the darkness, the evil, that which does not serve us, as the tower tells us to do, to cut away that dead wood, that demon, those cords that we have to those demons. Of course, we have to be careful in that work, because sometimes what we perceive as a demon, or what they perceive as a demon, is actually part of their shadow that is disassociated, right? And this is something that we need to be kind of cognizant of as beings, light workers, star seeds, healers, anybody that generally is of the light, that is, let's see, it'd be people that pray for the light, people that meditate on the light. This is a big, wide umbrella under which many truthers would fall in there, right? Because they are trying to adhere to the truth as they understand it. I pulled some cards from the Starseed Oracle, because it's Sunday. Well, why not? It alliterates, right? And it's double mission is the card that it came up, the first card that came up. Lightworkers, starseeds, serve the world by being you. So that's the first mission that we all have. All humans working towards the light in any way, shape, or form is to be you. is to be true to your true nature. And this is, and that, I send healing to that too, that you can find your true nature, that you can find your higher self, that you're become in tune, and you can bring your emotional and physical and etheric and spirit or spiritual and mental bodies all into your sphere of influence, which is 6 to 9 feet in circumference. It's a sphere around you, or a torus. You can look at that as a torus. Because the energy circulates, should be circulating through from your chakras on up and coming back down and into the, you go up to the earth star, come back down, chakra, come back down to the heart of Mother Earth and circulate. You just get into the loop, right? That's what they say, talking about when they get into the flow. You're working on, you're firing on all 8 cylinders. Something like that. But then you have a second mission, right? So I thought to draw another card. And it says, water your garden is the card. Nourishment, body, care, tenderness, rest. Let's see, did I give you a good look at that one? So there's the 2. So that comes back to the self. This nourishment, body work, exercise, deep breathing, quietness. It can be good vibrations, toning. Chanting. Always breathing. Breathing is the best thing to come into center, and then just call in the rest of your emotional body, your physical body, your etheric body, your soul spark within you, the say physical, the mental body, and the spiritual body. So I think I might have actually gotten more than that. One guy said that there was only 4. I know, that was non sequitur. You don't know which guy I'm talking about? Sorry. I'm just, that was something I said out loud that I shouldn't have. Well, it says here, lightworkers and starseeds are mission and purpose orientated. Many have the feeling that time's running out, and there's something they came here to do. So to that end, is what this Reiki is share is about. I mean, you can use the energy for whatever you want, folks. I mean, whatever healing you need, right? Whatever you come to this video for, may you find healing in it. But it also may you find that you find your authentic self, and that you find that other purpose. I mean, the first purpose is to find yourself, to be you, to be the light that you came here to be. Your second one might be animal rescue or healing work, doing healing work, Reiki. You might go into Reiki or quantum healing, shamanism, things like this, to be, find some kind of service work that you'll be doing for the collective, for the greater good. And I mean, and this is what I'm doing right here. That's, exactly what I'm doing when I do these Reiki shares, is to feel that bigger collective purpose out there. So to anybody out there that's feeling that call or that angst, if you will, of the feeling like the energies are amping up, right? We've seen the amplitude has been pretty high in the Schumann amplitude, and we're getting 87s and 76s and 63s and some big numbers. Not sure how much the amplitude has to do with us. I know that the frequency is 7.83 hertz, which I've seen some other higher averages than that of late, I'm going to say. So that might be ramping up, that we may be vibrating at a higher vibration too. And the quality, and that's the only thing I can think of is what shape is the wave that they're measuring on those charts. You go through the chart, and some of them are really kind of look like a saw or broken saw with broken teeth in it or something like that. Really kind of chaotic, right? So that might give it a higher. And then we get the full whiteout, where so generally what I've kind of noticed, the only correlation I've seen on that particular dynamic data set is that it seems to correlate more to the frequency. So if there is a whiteout, then the frequency is going to be a little lower. Generally it is. If there's any kind of big spikes or anything like that, solid white, then the quality number is going to be up and the frequency is going to be down, which is kind of what we saw in the numbers today over on the Phil Christopher's account. So, yeah, I know I kind of digressed there got off onto those numbers, and I shouldn't have. But because I try to keep these two things separate a little bit, so people want to be subscribed to both of them. So that's kind of my plan. I'm not doing as many videos on this channel, I realize, but I mean, I do longer videos on this channel, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You all let me know, does this work for you? Should I do more shorter videos, healing videos? Would it be better if it was 15 minutes instead of a half hour? Would it be better if it is 20 minutes instead of 40? Or yeah, just let me know. I'm here to help you all. It's well, I mean, it helps me. I'm not. It makes me feel like I'm fulfilling both of my double mission, right? I feel like I've hooked into what it is that I'm here to do in this last third of my life, from 60 to 90, right? And I'm not trying to limit, but I'm looking at these as Saturn returns, right? So in this run up to this next Saturn return, this is what I would like to accomplish: is that I become, a respected healer. That people utilize the gifts that I have. That I've worked upon for more than 30 years now. Yeah, folks, it's this stuff can get hard. It's not easy to be a light warrior. It's not easy to be a warrior of the light. You're questioning yourself all the time. You're thinking, am I doing any good? Does this help anybody? Do people even feel this energy that I feel flowing out of my hands, right? Is that actually is that just in my construct, or does it affect the others that are out there? I feel that it does. This is why I do it. But and some people have given me some feedback. I'm not going to say I don't get any feedback, but yeah, it'd be kind of nice to know if it's helping you in any way, or how I could help you better. That would be a good thing to do, right? That would be like I wasn't wasting my time, because I hate to waste my time. It's kind of my Virgo part of me. The Libra part of me is just kind of, hey, trying to be balanced, And then the Pisces part of me wants to be all mystical. I know, but I'm a mutable sign, so I'm trying to be all three. Hey, that's why I'm a mess. Well, no, I'm not a mess. I'm not going to claim that energy. I'm doing okay. I'm making it. I'm getting closer. I feel that I'm getting closer on a day-by-day basis. Every day is a learning opportunity, and I hope that you're doing the same. That you feel like that you're making progress. That you're working towards that purpose. That you're making some. I send energy to you making progress in that purpose, in finding that purpose in finding yourself. I think that's important. I mean, that's really probably the most important thing that we can do right now is, well, certainly if you're going to take on that a warrior of light moniker, name, you need to do some work on yourself. You need to do some self-love, some nurturing, some meditation on esophageal frequencies, which these bowls are in that range. Listen to the rain, meditate on the rain, get a rain stick. Or, listen to this video. And I supply this rain stick. There we go. Kind of clears the air, doesn't it? Yeah, so I'm not too sure how long I've been at this. I'm being told a little bit more bowl will be good. Oh, Shala, do you have a message for us? Yes, yes, we do. We're here to tell you that many ships have gathered around your planet, or your system. Solus, it is indeed the time to come into your multidimensional nature. And the first step is indeed to marry your emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, and etheric body into a cohesive whole, a body of energy to be that light warrior. It is important to come into your star mission. For many of you, star seeds have come here for a specific reason, not only to hold a high vibration, which is very important. It is indeed your prime mission. So if you are doing that, good on you, we say. We are quite pleased with those that can do this. This one can do it most of the time, but not all the time. So do not feel that if you are not making it all the time that you are failing. You are not. As long as your light is shining when it is important to shine. Some would argue that it's important all the time, and we would not disagree with that. But we have no judgment on you at all as to the amount or the quality of your light. But to the starseeds, we do want to speak that it is indeed a double mission that you have here. Your other mission may be to teach, it may be to tone or bring through light language, as this one can do and may do in this channel. We haven't decided yet. But it is important that you do the work, that you come to a state of peace, that you find the proper vibration and connect to your higher self, to your star family. We are here Some of us in the next star over, and some of us are in a starship that is right there, cloaked above your planet, or on the dark side of the moon, as you call it, though it's not dark. Obviously, it gets just as much light as the side that faces you. It is only occluded from you, right? So it's a perfect place to park a mothership. And we are here. It is not an imagination that you have. This is not a fantasy. Indeed, your star families are here, for that it is coming close to that time. Well, your planet star may sneeze, as it were, and let off a very strong CME, or mini nova, as it's called. And let us say we're just here to help our boots on the ground, our light warriors, if you will, to be prepared, to be of the light. Then the light will not bother you. This is what we say is important for you to do in these coming days. It is something that we would say again soon. We know that this is not a term that you humans like, or you feel that you have finite lives of a, what we would say, a short duration. Even this one, speaking of 90, he's still a pup on many of the planets that the members of the Council of 12 used to inhabit. We say used to because those of sixth dimensional and higher are not necessarily restricted to one position in time space. We realize that we bring forth messages that may seem incomprehensible to you, but we are hopeful that if we bring forth our voice, our thoughts into this fourth dimensional world, that it will help it coalesce into the fifth dimension, as many of you wish to have, and to become members of the galactic federations. We would caution you that the Galactic Federation of Planets and the Galactic Planification of Worlds and any galactic federation that is claiming to be physical is prone to the same problems that you have there on your planet, of corruption and deceit, right? This is as above, so below, we say. This is a message that has been given as a bone of wisdom to you long, long ago. This is why we say it is important to work on you, to be the change you want to see here on earth, and conversely, how it is done in heaven, right? As above, so below, and so below as above, right? It's a two-way street. We move, we resonate just at a higher octave, right? Every eighth note we start on another octave, another higher octave of the A, and start again. So this is what we do, or this is what you're doing now, is moving. You've moved up in the 7 octaves of the 3rd dimension, and now you're beginning to move up into the 7th octaves of the 4th dimension. And then you will move into the 1st octaves of the 5th dimension. This is all possible on the timeline that is being presented at this time. To maintain this timeline is important that you do the inner work, that you become whole, that you bring in more of your soul, spirit, to raise your vibration. Keep your vibrations high. Do your service work as you can. Know that you are loved by us and by the universe, and that you are powerful beings, co-creators. And you create whether you're conscious of it or not. So become conscious of it. Do it with intent, with purpose, with focus and orientation towards the light, and you will find yourselves gaining in abundance and accolades. We feel that we have given you enough information at this point in time, and we will come again whenever this one can bring himself into this energy again. We are very happy to have brought this message to you, and we bid you now goodbye. Well, that was nice. Yep. I hope the message was good for you. I enjoyed it. Well, I kind of bathed in the energy, and yeah, I did enjoy it. I will admit, I enjoyed that. Good vibrations, yeah. Oh. Speaking of, there are some more good vibrations. Did I give you this card? I don't know whether I thought about this card. Oh, I didn't. This is our We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And yes, we must give thanks to our mothers who are giving us a portal into this realm of immense growth. This is in part why there's a lottery to come in here. It's like the graduate school of dealing with humbuckery, basically. You know, we come down here and we think, oh, I'm going to make a big difference. No, you're not going to make a big difference. You'd be lucky if you make any difference, right? And that's what I'm happy. If I can make any difference out there, hoorah, yay, I win. The light wins, right? So if I can bring the light, the truth is that we are powerful beings of light. We are powerful warriors of light. I see the powers, the warriors out there. Some aren't aware how powerful they are. Many are not. Even I am not totally. I mean, I know of the potential, but I'm just like you. You know, I question myself at times. I question the whole thing at times. But you know, while I still, you know, feel inward when I go within, I get this confirmation. I get the confirmation from the Council of 12. I get the confirmation from Shala. I get the confirmation from Yara sometimes. I get the confirmation from many of the people that I interact with, you know, on Zoom or on, you know, FaceTime or even, you know, talk on the phone. So we are these powerful beings, and it's the sooner that we come into that power, that our true self, a true multidimensional self that goes up into these 12 chakras, up, you know, the 5 that are above. Now I hear that we've got intercostal chakras in between the other chakras. And, you know, I don't know that might be true. I mean, I do see it kind of as a solid column of light at times. That's kind of the way I feel it. It works, especially when I'm in a Reiki, as I am now. I feel like I'm in a column of light going from the earth, heart of the earth, to the sun, and into the central sun, and to the galactic center, and right on up to source. I mean, I deal mostly with just the source of this universe and don't, you know, try to tap into other universes. That seems, you know, there's a lot I still need to learn about this universe. I mean, but, you know, I'm learning a lot here, as we all are, right? We're all walking each other home, as Ram Dass says. We're here on a, well, it might be a virtual reality game, for all I know. We might be on the Truman Show, for all I know. Yeah, I mean, you can get into that kind of state, folks. I get that. It seems, wow, do I really want to get that whacked out on that stuff? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, maybe it isn't for you. Maybe you can't handle it. You know, I don't judge anybody on this stuff. This is just where I'm at, right? This is where I'm at. And if you can relate, that would be great. And I will state, have a good day, folks. And may the source be within you and surround you, which it does.